So my name is Vamsicharan Vakulabharanam. I teach economics at University of Massachusetts, Amherst, and I also co-direct the Asian Political Program at University of Massachusetts. The study of wealth inequality is important because income inequality is crucial. It's been much studied, but if we don't study wealth, then we don't study the accumulation of inequality over time. And this is something that because wealth is inherited, wealth is passed on, wealth is created at a rapid pace, and it's not exactly the same as income inequality. And wealth inequality has serious implications for economic security. People not having collateral. A large majority doesn't have any wealth. They don't have the collateral to push their ideas through, to take part in productive activities, or to get educated, or to get housing, wealth inequality could also lead to very significant processes of instability in capitalist societies, and most importantly, I think there are also serious implications for climate change. The super wealthy, create their own spaces and their own private ways of, producing commodities, that do not benefit the larger society. In the process, also, causing, enormous ecological damage. So, for all these reasons, I feel that, studying wealth inequality is extremely important. One particular characteristic is, there is an extreme inequality in global south. It's comparable to global north, but global south, the countries in the global south are also extremely unequal in wealth terms. So that's one of the characteristics. And a second characteristic is, there are communities which have traditionally held wealth, which have grown stronger over time. So it's not, that capitalism creates equal opportunities for wealth creation for any individual, but already wealthy communities tend to perpetuate their own wealth, and that is something that comes through in the Indian case. So, for instance, traditional business communities like the Parsis or Jains or Marwadis or Baniyas, they have accumulated huge amounts of wealth historically, and they continue to be the wealthiest in contemporary India. And that's a particular characteristic that, traditional business communities tend to strengthen themselves, and, they also belong, in the Indian case, to the upper caste, so the backward castes, or, the Dalits, the untouchables, the community that was called untouchables earlier, they have not accumulated, any serious levels of wealth, right? So this is one characteristic. I also think, wealth accumulation and the pace of wealth accumulation, and this is true of both global north and global south, it has regimes, and the regimes follow the nature of capitalism. If there is, a state-oriented, a redistributive, slightly progressive, reform-oriented capitalism, wealth accumulation is slower. When there is what we have for the last 50 years, neoliberal capitalism, where there's unbridled accumulation, and market processes are encouraged in every activity. Wealth accumulation also takes place at a rapid pace. So this is something that is true of India, South Africa, and Brazil.